Okay, so I decided to get rid of my 90-gallon electric water tank and go tankless, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. So to start, this is a Well-McLean Gold Series oil-fired boiler. This is a combination boiler, which means it has a heat exchanger over here for domestic water that is heated by the water from the heating side of the boiler. Basically, the heating water surrounds this heat exchanger coil, heats the domestic water, and they never come in contact with one another. So not all boilers have this capability. Some boilers are heating only, like main heating for your house. Keep in mind, this is not a how-to video because I am not a plumber. Anyways, what we have is, over here, my city water main tees off, branches over this way, branches off again over here. This is cold water from the city. Goes down, tees off, feeds the heat exchanger coil with cold water. On the bottom of the heat exchanger coil comes out hot water. It then goes through, down here, through a mixing valve. Now back to the cold water. It continues down, goes in the bottom of the mixing valve, and out here is the mix side. Out comes the mixed water on the mixing valve, which then continues up and ties into my hot water lines for the rest of my house. So real quick, it's cold water down into the boiler, out the bottom, hot, goes in cold, comes out hot, through a mixing valve, mixes with cold water, comes out the mix side, back up, ties into the rest of my house. And that's how that works. So here's the piping diagram in the manual on how to do this. As you can see, I added gauges and a temperature gauge. The pressure side is broken on that, I'll have to return it, but I have my hot water running right now. It's about 110, but that gets up to about 120 plus. And I only added the gauges because I was curious. I want to know the pressure. I wanted to make sure this was safe and all that stuff. So here's a drain here. I had to make that hanger rack there to kind of support it. And I also added a pressure relief valve. Like I said, I wanted to be safe, so. 60 plus pounds on the mixed side. It's not bad. If you'll notice right there, the manual calls for a flow regulating valve. So I actually just used a ball valve that I throttled back. It took a little doing to kind of dial it in. This boiler is rated for 3.75 GPM. I have the WTGO4. Basically, instead of buying a flow regulating valve, I used a ball valve and I just throttled it back and then took the handle off. So save some money that way. Okay, I hope that kind of helps some of you understand how a tankless heating system works. Now I'm gonna insulate it with some cheap foam insulation. Thanks for watching.